Well, now, meanwhile, the UN Chief Ban Ki-moon has condemned Sunday's attacks. In a statement from the UN office, the Secretary General has extended his condolences to the families of the deceased as well as the Kenyan government. Ban also reiterated the solidarity of the United Nations with the people and government of Kenya in their struggle against terrorism. Ban Ki-moon said he trusts the authorities will do all in their power to bring the perpetrators to justice in a manner that is fully respectful of Kenya's human rights obligations. Let's now cross to Lamu County, where Robert Nagila is standing by with the latest. Robert, Nagila, what more can you tell us about Monday night's attack? This, of course, following the earlier attack on Sunday.
Well, thank you, Famida. Less than 24 hours after that first devastating attack on Sunday, another attack in the same area, a place called Poromoko. Now, from our sources on the ground, we are told that at least 8 bodies have been recovered. Now, if you've been following the Red Cross TL on social media, they say that the death toll may increase. We will update our viewers in subsequent bulletins as that goes on. Interestingly enough, we were not too far from that place because when we left Mpeketoni last night on the way back to Lamu, this was at about 9:30, 10, it was all quiet. So the attack must have happened much later, at about 11:30 towards midnight. However, I can tell you right now that there's a lot of confusion, fear on the ground itself. Not far from where we are in Lamu at this particular moment, at a place called Hindi, the rumor mill has been going overdrive. There have been rumors that there was an impending attack. Some locals basically saying that militants or armed people had been seen making their way towards Hindi. Now, after Hindi is Mukowe, then you take a boat towards Lamu. So it just shows you how serious the situation on the ground is. Now, that panic led people in Hindi to shut down their shops. People went home. There was a small demonstration of sorts in the town, and we did see some officials on the ground trying to reassure people that there was adequate security on the ground. But it just goes to play into this whole theatrics that we're seeing at the moment. I beg your pardon. It goes to play into the hands of Al-Shabaab, who've already claimed responsibility as early as this morning by 8 o'clock. They'd already claimed responsibility for the attack on Monday night. And it's simply playing into the fear of everybody on the ground at this particular moment. Famida?
So, Robert, it does have to be asked, considering you've mentioned that residents in the area spoke about sightings of militants, and then you've also got increased security in the area. How did this happen?
Sorry, I'm not getting you very clear, but yes, the residents say that when we talk to those residents, they say that they had received phone calls from people who had been traveling towards Mpeketoni saying that they had been stopped. However, we've not been able to confirm those details as yet. And security officials on the ground saying, look, there's adequate security, so no one has anything to fear. However, you've got people on the ground asking if there's adequate security, how was yesterday's attack allowed to happen again? Now, when we were in Mpeketoni yesterday in the evening, there was a very heavy security presence all over. However, on the way back, we didn't see much security presence on the roads. It's a very lonely road, described by locals as very dangerous at this particular moment. However, we were told that there were security officials in and around the road itself and within the area monitoring the situation. However, the question is, if they were still able to launch an audacious attack as we saw not just on Sunday but yesterday, are we still talking about the same group? And if we are, that would then indicate that they simply melted into the surrounding environs and are still within the area. So are we talking about a cell, a sleeper cell that's now been activated, that's operating in the area? Or is this a totally different group? We just don't know. There are very few details coming from the government at the moment, and unfortunately that is just simply succeeding and playing into the fear of the locals here. And that's one of the reasons why you're seeing a lot of speculation and this rumor mill doing the rounds since morning, and it just keeps going on and on with some stories, I must say, absolutely incredulous. However, until we confirm them, we just put them down as speculation, but it just goes to show you about the fear on the ground amongst the local population.
All right, Robert, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks very much for that update. Robert Nagila there in Lamu, just following another attack in that area.